Hi viewers, I thought I'd do a video on the recent event, which I think was about a week and a half ago, when silver price started escalating and the online dealers had massive queues, hundreds of people in the virtual waiting rooms to be buying precious metals. Now, in all honesty, I don't know whether those people were buying silver or buying gold, but obviously silver had moved up, and so I'm kind of speculating that a lot of them were after silver, as gold's already high, but I don't know. But anyway, for those of you who saw my last video, you probably saw comments from people like Russell Berry. He was on the Raw Mint website, and I don't know how many hundreds back he was, but in Salivate Metals chat there was also people who'd been in online queues. Actually, do you call them queues in the States, or are they lines? Whether is it an online line or an online queue? But anyway, by the by, it's my usual sense of humour there. So I thought I'd just cover that because obviously I've been buying precious metals for quite a little bit of time, and I didn't join any of those queues. So let me kind of explain to you. Now, I could have done a screenshot of this. Well, I did do a screenshot of this and showed it to you virtually, but then I'd have had to do a voiceover and stuff, so I couldn't be bothered with that. So I'm a hands-on person, grabby hands-on person. So here's the paper copy of the 10-year silver price. And 10-year high, as you see there, was £40.27, which I think is probably when all these people were jumping online to buy silver. And of course it is pulled back to 36.58 at the time I printed this, which was today. So it's up, the 10-year, the percentage, it's up 259% in 10 years, so it's up £26.40, so it was under a tenner I think at the start, and so it's nearly 3 times its original price from 10 years ago. But as we all know, this is, you know, the value of your silver or gold isn't really going up, it's the value of the currency that's going down. We all know that, but we like to look at it as, you know, your silver's gone up. It's kind of trying to keep up with inflation, shall we say. Unlike many of the things I bought over the years that devalued. Anyway, so one thing I would like to point out here to you, and of course I will have to use some silver to point that out, a rather tarnished silver pen. I do clean it every now and then, but it gets put away. So obviously you see this, a big spike here. Now, my personal thinking is, you know, that was too fast. That increase was too fast, and it was going to indicate that it would pull back. You know, even this increase here, it got to that point and leveled out again. So although, you know, that increase was pretty quick, it leveled out and kind of carried on up and down. But really, you know, what I was really trying to point out is that, you know, I've said it before in videos, silver is historically volatile. I probably should have pulled a gold chart up as well, but it is historically volatile. It doesn't mean to say it's going to carry on being volatile, but, you know, basing it on history, you can see that there are dips. Obviously there's a peak, you know, there's a dip there, and it rises up, and then you've got another dip, peak, dip, peak, dip, although that, you know, some of them aren't much of a dip, but, you know, here you've got a peak, and then it drops down to whatever price that was there. That's probably about £12 an ounce it dropped to there back in 2020, or was it 1st of the 1st 2020? Yeah, it probably was about £12 back then. I can't remember, but I know I was buying it then. Well, I've been buying it all the way through. So sometimes, you're lucky and manage to get it on a dip, and sometimes you buy it up here, but overall it kind of averages out. Now, where do I think it's going to go from here? I really don't know, because like I said, it's pretty volatile, but also we've got a lot of situations going on around the world, a lot of economic problems, a lot of political problems without getting into it, and that could push silver up considerably more, and I would expect to really see a kind of a continued increase like that while things are going bad economically. But doesn't mean to say I'm right. Everyone has their own opinions, and all we can do really is speculate based on our opinions. But anyway, that's really what I wanted to cover. This thing with the online dealers being overrun, and obviously you guys in the States had the refiners not wanting to buy back your 90%. Haven't seen that issue here yet, or I haven't heard of it, and obviously I haven't been to my local coin shop because I know that he's going to be wanting, if it's 36.58, he's probably going to be wanting £42 an ounce, I reckon. But I'll keep planning to go, and then I think, oh, it's going to drop a bit more. I'll wait for it to drop before I go back. But it may not, of course. But we will see. I will get back in there and see him, see what he's charging. I do have some scrap silver and gold, which I intended to take into him. I don't know, maybe last week, this week, and then of course both metals have pulled back a bit, so I haven't taken that scrap in, but I will, and then I'll just put that back into shiny, of course. And so anyway, let me know your thoughts on that. I mean, obviously there was loads of you trying to get online. Personally, for me, I only buy gold really from online dealers, because I can get the silver way cheaper other places, and without VAT on, than the online dealers. So I don't need to buy silver from the big online dealers. There is one company that I will buy from because they don't charge VAT on their silver, but I'm not going to give that information out about that company because I don't want them getting shut down. I want to carry on using them. Anyway, that's by the by. It's another story. But yeah, so let me know your thoughts. Did you think silver was going to carry on up, or did you think that it would pull back a bit? I wasn't really expecting it, but then I hadn't actually looked at this chart and seen how fast it had gone up over such a short period. So I was thinking it was going to carry on up, but obviously it hasn't. It's dropped back to 36.58. And with that in mind, £36.58. Now, some of you may not have seen my video, but I bought a bunch of these from a local coin shop, just whether it was this year or last year, and that was the store price. And for those of you who watched the video on these, I paid 28. So I'm already up on those, because obviously they're now, spot price is 36, and I paid 28 on whole bunch of those, and I went back and got some more, and I think I paid 30 because silver had gone up again. But it's all in my previous videos. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on where you thought silver is going. I'm still bullish on it, that it will carry on up, but I think it is going to be a bit of a bumpy road, and take advantage of those bumps. Don't rush into it, just keep calm, stack steady, and if you think, oh blimey, it's gone up too much, then you can either just wait it out and see if it pulls back. It's not always right, it can go up even more, but you just got to buy sensibly. Don't go splashing out all your money because you think silver's going to be at £50 an ounce tomorrow, because it probably won't be. It could be, but it probably won't. Anyway, for those of you who are sticking around to see some shiny, as I usually do on my videos, or you saw the Britannia, the Littleton 1987 Eagle. Now, I think I got this back when silver was about £12 an ounce, so that one might have actually cost me, silver might have been lower. That was either £12 or £15 when I bought that one. You know how much that one was. Let's cover this little poured silver. Yes, I can touch poured silver with my mucky paws. I don't mind touching poured silver. I just don't want fingerprints on my coins. And for those of you who don't know who this gorgeous prototype piece is, who it's from, Bay City Bullion, and this lives in a display cabinet. Let me see if I can get the light to show on it better. Camera doesn't, there's the artificial light, doesn't want to show it up very well today, but Bay City Bullion, 3.2 ounces, and for those wondering, I think I roughly added up 56 ounces on the table. And the Argentia bar, oh blimey, many of you have seen, gorgeous bar. Now this was one of my more pricey pieces. I got a feeling. I was getting feeling and peace mixed up then. I got a feeling I did actually pay about £300 for this one. But going by today's price, that's very, very, very good. And I think that one was about 200. The Gersopper. The Queen's Beast bar, is that? I think that was sent to me as a gift. And Una and the Lion bar, another gift from a good friend. Is it Una and the Lion? Yeah, I think so. Actually talking about friends, I speak to several of you, almost on a daily basis, and I really enjoy chatting with you guys, and thank you for your support and interactions. You know who I'm talking to, those of you I chat with. Let's do a little comparison for you. For those who, I did spot one of these for sale the other day on one of the online dealers, and it was horrendous price. I can't even think how much it was. It was about 60 quid, I think. But anyway, they changed mints, and I think this is the earlier one. That's the 2017. What year is that one? 2014. Oh, that must be the earlier one then. So this must have been Pobjoy mint. Does it say Pobjoy mint? I should have looked, shouldn't I? Anyway, it says at the bottom Pobjoy mint, yeah. So this one was struck by the Pobjoy mint, and then they had some kind of disagreement with them, and the Tower mint took over. And for those wondering why I wear gloves, you can just see it on the capsule then. I'm just misting the whole thing up. That's why I usually wear gloves. so then the Tower Mint took over, and I think this is the one produced by the Tower Mint. And I think the angel's face on the other one was much better, I think, than that one. But both pretty nice designs. Anyway, so there's a bit about the Isle of Man angels. I'm not even sure if they're still producing them. I've got a feeling they are, but I think they're hell of a price. Anyway, that's about that for that video, and leave you with the sterling silver pen. I'm going to go and polish this in a minute. Keep calm and keep stacking, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.